Namaste.
Namaste.
I'm Lauren Starr.
And I'm Victoria.
We're going to go through a short standing sequence of some warrior poses. These are poses you can do on their own or after the warm-up of the sun salutation. So I'll have you start facing the front of your mat. Put your hands on your hips and keep the right foot in front. Step your left foot back and come into warrior number one. Right foot is forward, right leg is bending, arms are reaching up as high as you can. Don't take a back bend here, this is a neutral spine. Now take it into warrior two with the right foot still in front. Right foot in front, extend your arms. Warrior two for 3 breaths. The front knee is bending to 90 degrees. Back leg is extended. And the arms are horizontal. Now take your right forearm to the thigh, parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Extend your left arm towards the ceiling, or take the left arm by the ear and extend into a diagonal line. As you're holding this pose, the breath is moving through the nose, and you think for yourself, or you feel the top hand is pulling away from that bottom foot, so it's a long diagonal. Take one more breath, fill your lungs. Now take your hands down either side of your front foot. Spin your back heel up into runner's lunge. Runner's lunge, you're extending the back heel. Your chest comes forward. And you make the shape of a runner, like the runners in the Olympics who are about to start the race. Long lunge, stretching the hips. Keep your legs in that position. Keep the left hand on the floor and raise your right arm up to the sky. Turn your eyes and turn your chest. Look up towards that hand. Hold for another 3. Keep the pose steady. Keep your breath steady. Last inhale. And exhale, take your hands down to the floor. Come on up to standing. Bring the back foot forward and come into mountain pose at the front of the mat, just like we started. Let's do the other side. Put your hands on your hips. The left foot stays in front. Step your right foot back. Warrior one. Breathe in. Exhale. Imagine that breath goes in all directions, so the upper body expands, the back leg expands. Come into warrior two. It's okay to adjust your feet, no problem. In warrior two, go so low that you feel a stretch in the back groin. Drop your hips so low that the back groin stretches. Looking over the front hand. And just hold as still as you can. Try to avoid fidgeting. Take your left forearm to the thigh. Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Extend your top arm. If this hurts your shoulder, you can take the top hand to the ceiling instead. But the full pose is that long diagonal. Long diagonal like Victoria's doing. Reaching your hand along the ear. And just as you're extending the right side body, you're twisting your chest up. Hold the legs strong. There's so much to think about here, which is one of the strategies of yoga. So you feel yourself in the moment. All the work you're doing, everything your body's pitching in. Runner's lunge is the next pose. Take your hands down either side of the front foot. Spin your back heel off the mat. Get good and low in the front knee. So you really want to feel the stretch in your hips and your groins here. Emphasize the squeeze of the back leg. Keeping your legs just like they are, nice and strong and stable. Right hand's on the floor, lift your left arm to the sky. Twist up through the chest. It's easy to forget about the back leg in this pose. So as you're doing all the work in the upper body, also press your back heel away from you. Hold for one more breath. Accentuate the lift of the hand. Exhale, take your hands down, step your back foot forward, and then come on up to standing. Bring your hands to prayer position. Namaste.